Hello and welcome to TSG Foundation's Wisdom of the Zodiac. Today's lesson and meditation will be taken from Volume 4, Chapter 26, titled Aquarius, River of Life. This is such a beautiful, beautiful chapter, and the topic of the River of Life is something I would like you to start thinking about. Before we go into the content of this chapter, think what the phrase River of Life means. Let me take it first on a microcosmic level. In your own life, you are a river of life to everything and everybody that you touch. Everything that you come in contact with, you are nurturing, you are watering, you are growing, you are giving substance and sustenance to. You are giving impressions of everything that you are to everything that is around you. So like a river, you are flowing through the lives of others. And here's a question for you. What are you nurturing everything around you with? Who are you that you are giving to everything around you? The second macrocosmic way to look at the concept of river of life is to consider the constellation of Aquarius as a river of life, or rather all the constellations in the zodiac as various rivers of life. Each one has a particular kind of nourishment that when it flows through our life, when it is aligned with the planet and with humanity, and it flows through our life, then there is something that we are receiving from it. So think about a river, just any old river, flowing and nurturing everything that it contacts, all the plant life, animal life, the very sands and the soil and the trees receive that moisture from that river. When that river is pure and beautiful and continuously flows, everything thrives around it. When it is backed up, it stagnates. When it is coming from a pure source, it is fresh and clean and beautiful and wonderful for everybody that comes in contact with it. Who doesn't like a beautiful, pure, crystalline river of life? So keeping that in mind, let's start with our reading today. Turn your books to page 303. This is a wonderful chapter, and I'd like to read parts of these paragraphs. And I like reading from the teaching directly because there's energy in the writings and it uplifts us. Even if we don't dissect every single word and what it means, it doesn't matter. That impression comes into our aura and it uplifts us and gives us something to think about for the rest of the month. Okay, so let's begin with the first paragraph. It is very important for people to come together in groups to celebrate the full moon festivals each month. This is what I'm trying to do here, is to give you a brief outline of each full moon keynote and some of the ideas in that keynote from the wisdom of the zodiac, and have you join me with hundreds of others or maybe more. If you share these videos with others, and there are more, maybe thousands and thousands of people who will come together and listen to these words of the teaching, meditate together, pray together, and send these vibrant energies to a very needy world. In celebrating, thinking, and talking about these festivals, we make our aura and our mental bodies sensitive to the incoming energies of the zodiac. So the simple reason that we do this, the one reason, is, among many others of course, is that we are making our aura, which is a radiation of our physical, emotional, mental energies, our centers, our soul. It also has a reflection of the human soul and the solar angel in it. That is the full total of what is the aura. So our aura and our mind become sensitive to the particular energies of the full moon. When continuing this practice for 3, 4, 5, or 20 years, a person starts feeling the different energies with his aura. At that moment, the theory stops and becomes practical. Tangible experience. Keep this in your mind. Let me repeat that. At that moment, the theory stops and becomes a practical, tangible experience. So repeatedly reading and doing these meditations and studies, something is going to change. Something is going to be coming from an ideal, a vision, into something tangible. And when it becomes tangible, the substance of your life changes. So, for example, when the river flows down a valley and all the plants absorb it and they grow and they give fruit, or the animals drink from it and grow and multiply, that means that something substantial has taken place. something has changed because of that nourishment. This is what we are looking for. Unless people experience these energies with their skin, their aura, esoterically is the aura, and unless they eventually discriminate between the energies, okay, these things will be like dreams for them. So we are not only just absorbing any old energy, but we are discriminating. This is Aquarius, this is Aries, this is Taurus, and so on, so that we will learn to differentiate month after month what these energies are. And that's very important because each month has a particular message, particular lesson and wisdom for us. That's why it's called Wisdom of the Zodiac. We are going to someday feel it in different places of our body when the sun enters into another sign. This is very key and very important, that every zodiacal sign accentuates or energizes different parts of our bodies. And we are going to differentiate and say, which body is getting a lot of energy this month, which center, which parts of my being, what is happening? Is something spilling out, something filling in? So you are going to discriminate and find out what is really happening, not just by theory or words of the teaching, but by actually knowing the changes that can take place. Let's go to page 304. Look at that third paragraph on that page. It's very important. We are going to register and know, okay, then transmit and direct these energies. So you're not just going to sit there and say, energies are wonderful, it's full moon, wonderful, I feel good, I feel uplifted. No, that may be part of it, but the real work is going to be that you are going to register and know. You are going to absorb it and say, yes, that is an Aquarius energy, and here is what I need to do with that. You're going to know factually what you are going to do, and I will cover that in a few minutes at the end, taking it from the end of this chapter. The next two is you're going to transmit and direct these energies. You are not just going to hold them and say, oh, I feel wonderful today, isn't this a great full moon? No, you're going to take it in, change it and understand it, and then you are going to transmit it to everything around you, just like a river does. Okay, you are going to think of yourself as a river of life, nourishing and nurturing everything that you come in contact with. Okay, so you are full of nutrients, full of wisdom, full of beauty, full of energy and life, and you are radiating that to everything that you contact. Once a person registers and transmits these energies, his beingness begins to change. That's another key. Your beingness has to change, not just your mind full of information. People think that hearing, learning, and accumulating information benefits them. But it does not. Just hearing, learning, and accumulating information, just a bunch of information that just sits there, like a bunch of rocks. Okay, it just sits there. I have seen how people become encyclopedias without souls. Okay, here's a definition of soul that is embedded in this sentence, that you are a soul. You are a soul person, soul-focused person. When you take wisdom and you digest it, you accumulate it, and then you put it into practice, and it changes you and who you are, and it changes the life around you. It's not just a river running down a dry creek bed and doesn't do anything. You are a river that gives life because you pass through an area. Plants grow, animals grow, people come and enjoy, and you are a joy and nurturing and nourishing presence in people's lives. Do you see that difference? It's very important. Without this inner beauty and inner spirit, they become encyclopedias that people use for information about things, and that is all. See, are you an encyclopedia? That's okay if it's just one part of your life, but is the other part something that you demonstrate in your beingness? We are going to actualize the teaching. You are going to put it in practice. Actualization, this is very important, starts when a person registers the energy. You register it, feels it, and distributes it as a dispenser of life. And look at this word life. It's capital L-I-F-E. That means the greater life that is in you. that you absorb from the universe around you. A beautiful river, going back to that image, absorbs the energy and the wisdom of the mountains and the snow and the beautiful rivers that feed it, and then it comes and feeds the life around it. We change into whatever we transmit. That's a third very important topic in this paragraph. We change into whatever we transmit. Whatever we transmit, if it's beauty coming out of our mouth, our eyes, our whole essence, we become beauty. If it's toxicity, that's what we become. If we criticize, we become critical. You see, so whatever you transmit, you become. This is a great law that has not been covered in great depth as yet. This is really important for you to remember. You change into whatever you transmit. Okay, keep that in your mind. Let's go to the bottom of the page on page 304. That paragraph is really beautiful. I want you to really keep this in your mind. And whatever you do in this new year, keep this in your mind. When we give joy, we become joy. Okay, that is as simple as it gets. When we pour out malice, we become malice. When we transmit ugliness and look at our faces 3 years later, we will see how ugly we have become. Ugliness is a force, not an energy. This is why we say that people are more intelligent, practical, and wise if they let their pipes transmit precious energies. Okay, so let your pipes, what are your pipes? Your mouth, your thoughts, your eyes, your feelings, your ideas about other people are your pipes. Let them transmit joy and beautiful things. Let's go down now to page 305, to the bottom of the page. And by the way, read these other paragraphs, they're beautiful. The great life of Aquarius is radiating its light to the mental, emotional, etheric, and physical planes to do one thing: to clean the trash accumulated there throughout millions of years. Okay? We have accumulated trash in the physical body, emotional body, mental bodies, and in our higher bodies. Look at the trash that we have in our physical body that needs to be cleaned. Our habits, our ugly ways that we deal with life. What about our emotions, the trash in it? What about the mental trash we have? And just look how much trash we carry around with us. And when we speak, that trash comes out through our speech and our thoughts and our feelings. So we are going to really consider, and that is going to bring us to the focus of the meditation and the work that we do this month, is how to clean out that subconscious accumulated trash that colors and predicts everything that we do. As a river, if it's a toxic river, what does it do? And if it's a beautiful, clear, crystalline, nourishing river, what does it do? And look at those two images. An ugly, stale water, just standing still and just growing in toxicity, or pure, crystalline, where the fish and the animals and the plants and people come and enjoy and grow as a result. Okay, let's go to page 306. Look at the bottom half of this page. Most of the trash collected in the subconscious mind is related to these 4 elements. What are the elements? It is given right on top of that sentence. They are revenge, separatism, greed, and jealousy. Look at those. Revenge, an eye for an eye. How far is that getting us? If we keep doing the same things that we did for hundreds and hundreds of years, how do we expect anything to be different? So we cannot be revengeful. We have to instead heal, not take revenge on people. Separatism, that's a terrible sickness. We are better, they are not good. Our religion is better, theirs is worse, and so on. All kinds of separatism, class separatism, social separatism, financial separatism, elitism that sometimes human beings feel against other people that is so hurtful. Greed, accumulate, accumulate, accumulate at the expense of the planet, at the expense of our sanity. How much stuff do we need? Okay? And jealousy. Jealousy is a really terrible and tenacious disease where we feel that somebody who has something doesn't deserve it and we want it. Why don't we have it? People are envious and jealous of the success and the beauty and the joy of other people. Instead of trying to become joyful and beautiful, they are jealous and resentful of other people. So these are the four things that is collected in our subconscious mind that keeps us in prison, in misery in our life. So the pain and suffering in humanity are based upon revenge, separatism, greed, and jealousy. And we can say in our life, when we suffer, is it because of any of these? Find out if they are. Okay? Every sickness, every emotional impediment, mental limitation and hindrance, physical failure, bad relationship, pain and suffering, wars and destruction is based on these four elements. That's a huge statement. So take a look at your life and see how, if any at all, perhaps you don't suffer from any of these four things: revenge, separatism, greed, and jealousy play havoc in your life. Okay? Now let's go page 307. Aquarian energy, bottom of the page, brings a tidal wave to the human being. So you're going to think of that great river of life with a big L, river of life, like a tidal wave coming into your life to give you an opportunity to receive and direct this energy into his subconscious mind, so that eventually this subconscious mind becomes a unified field of electrical light. What we want is our mental body, which is made up of 7 levels. The bottom 3 levels are called the subconscious mind. That's where all the hidden problems of our life that we just put away and suppress, but they leak little by little into our life, into our words, into our thoughts and feelings. And we want to take those out little by little through the proper meditation techniques, little by little, and clean them out. So we are now going to see that the Aquarian energy helps us do that. Now let's look at what are these 6 kinds of subconscious trash that is accumulated in our mind, and find out if any of these are relevant to you. And if they are, take the 5 or 7 days of the full moon period, divide it into 2 days before, 2 days after, or 3 days before and 3 days after, and take one of each of these and meditate on how to remove them from your life. Or you might not have one of them. You might have 2 of them, or 3 of them, or none of them. See, I would think that we all have at least one of these in our subconscious mind. So be honest with yourself. Take a look at these. They start on page 309. And look at these and be aware that during this full moon time of Aquarius, there is a great wave of energy that is depicted in the labor of Hercules, where he takes 2 rivers and he directs them through the stables that haven't been cleaned for over 30 years. Imagine what kind of trash is in those stables. And he directs this energy to it and cleans them out, flushes them out. It's not pretty please little by little kind of a routine at this point. If you want to clean out trash, you direct those rivers of life into them. So what is that first subconscious trash that is in our mind? Look at page 309 bottom. Our subconscious mind is filled with harmful words, thoughts, and actions. Okay, so on that one day that you are meditating, you are going to say, what are the harmful words, thoughts, and actions that I have? And how can I be harmless in my thoughts, words, and actions? That is a beautiful seed thought. What is harmlessness for me? How do I remove that harm? Remember, because if you have those toxic thoughts, words, and actions, that is what you are becoming. Okay, so that's pretty tough there. So you're going to remove those from your life little by little and be conscious how to become more harmless. Number 2, page 310 top. Unsatisfied desires, blind urges and drives, and fear related to life forms are all in the subconscious. Now look at these one by one. Do you have any fear? Of course we do. Do you have any blind urges and drives? Those are obsessive, compulsive things that you are stuck in emotionally, mentally. Does your mind constantly go over the same thing over and over and over again? You're going to find out what that is and how it drives you and makes you unbalanced. Unsatisfied desires, things that are stuck from childhood maybe, or teenagehood. If they are stuck, you want to remove them. So when you meditate on those issues, you're going to say, how do I become free of stuck desires, urges, obsessive compulsive behaviors, and fear? How can I become fearless? Okay. Number 3, third day. Events related to slander, treason, separatism are within the realm of the subconscious mind. You might say, I have no events related to slander, treason, or separatism. Well, maybe that's the case, but if it is the case, then you are going to see in your life on that day, how can I speak in beauty? How can I be a faithful person? How can I be a person who sees unity rather than separatism in every aspect of life? Okay, it's because we are one with all life forms. So these separative ideas have to be released from our life. Let's look at number 4, fourth day. The bottom of the page, 310. Failures are kept in the subconscious mind. Memories of failures, defeats, and disappointments. I bet we have a lot of those. And they keep nagging at us. They keep coming up at us. I should have done this. I could have done this. Why didn't I do that? All these images of failures get stuck, and they are patterns, jagged patterns inside of us that bother us, that will toxify the river of life that we are. And just remember, when we have these kinds of toxic substances in our own river of life, when we take in a great wisdom from any constellation, from any book, from any teacher, we qualify it with our own toxicity. This is what happens with people when they read or hear beautiful teachings or religious teachings, and they toxify it because they themselves are toxic. Do you see that? This is so important. Let's go to the next page, which brings us to religion and traditions. That's a real problem in human life. Page 312, top. Religions and traditions are in the subconscious mind because they were not given to us in their pure form. We were not really understanding perhaps of them. So if you have religious and traditions, cultural traditions that are hurting you, that are confusing you, you're going to take them out and really examine them. Is your tradition working for you? If it's not, it's time to change. Look at the traditions all over the world now and how they are being forced to change because we have to. Some of the old traditions are good, some of them are not. And you're going to say which part of it needs to go, which part can stay. Especially religion. Look at the wars that we are fighting all over the world, not just in armaments, but in war of words, of emotions, hatred toward each other through our words. They're based on religious intolerance and religious misunderstanding that is stuck in the subconscious mind of people. They can't take it out and see it for what it is. Okay, so that is a meditation that's worthy for all of us to do and say, what is it that is stuck religiously and tradition, cultural tradition in us that is holding us back? Okay, so that's a really important one. Number 6, habits and impressed behaviors are found in the subconscious mind. This is so important. The way we talk, the way we live our life, the way we even spend money, the way we talk to other people and communicate is all based on impressions and habits that are in our subconscious mind. You're going to really clean that out. And it's not an easy one. It's not fun. It can be painful. It can bring up a lot of memories of hurt in you. But if you want to take those stables that are in your subconscious mind and clear them out with Aquarian energy, this is the time. So there are 6 subconscious elements here, and if you want to do the 5-day or the 7-day, you can work with these. If you work with them on a 7-day period, you can take 3 before, 3 after, and the day of the full moon, do this beautiful meditation that we are going to do together. This meditation is very detailed and very beautiful, so stay with me as I guide you through it, okay? But let me read one last paragraph on page 312. That is so beautiful and really caps the ideas in this book, rather in this chapter. Work on these and remember the 3 stables and 2 rivers and clean them, okay? 1 year at a time, 2 years, 3 years, if every year for the next 10, 20 years, or to the rest of your life you do this, you're going to see your stables cleaner and cleaner every year. Knowledge and books are not so important if we do not clean the subconscious mind. Okay, this is very important. Having a stack of books in our library does not make us wise. Knowledge and books are not so important if we do not clean our subconscious mind. Every great teacher gives us teachings not in order to put them on our shelves, but in order to take them and chew them and change our life because of them. Okay? Especially during the full moon of Aquarius, this is our chance to wash ourselves clean with that beautiful river of Aquarius. This is what the great Aquarius is trying to do. Okay, clean us up. So remember, in this theme, in this beautiful chapter, we are looking at our life as a river of life in a microcosm. We are also looking at the great river of life coming to us from Aquarius. And we are looking at what needs to be cleaned in our subconscious mind that's stuck. And we have 6 things, and maybe more, you can identify that are stuck. They need to be washed out so that why? We are a river of pure crystalline water that is full of nutrient-rich river that you are, that you will make everything grow to its highest potential, everyone that you touch. Isn't that a beautiful image for you? Look at the image that we receive that's contradictory to that in our social media, in our popular culture, that puts us down, that demeans us and demeans other people. Instead of that, look at your life as a nurturing river that you can make everything grow. Okay? So let's do this beautiful meditation together. I will walk us through it. I will guide you step by step. If at any time you need to stop and ponder longer on a seed thought, do so, because you can do 3 to 5 minutes on each of these seed thoughts, but I will go through them a little bit more quickly. We will say the great invocation, and at the end I will say a beautiful mantra and have you repeat after me. Okay? So sit up straight in a very comfortable position. You can sit on the floor or on the chair, whatever is comfortable for you. But it's important to sit up straight and have your back straight but not stiff, just in a relaxed, straight manner. Okay? And this meditation starts on page 312 and goes to 314. So let me guide us through it. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. And put everything outside the door. Let everything wait outside for you, and then just think of yourself as a beautiful river. Have that image and take that image through your meditation, that you are just a beautiful, clean water with all kinds of life around you. Put a nice smile on your face. Let me see you smile. There you are. And a flame of joy in your heart. Just be full of joy. Forget fears, forget old patterns. Bring joy into your life. Make yourself joyful. Breathe in joy. And exhale joy. Breathe in joy again. And exhale joy. And just see joy coming out of your mouth and coloring and enlivening life around you. And think in your mind that you are going to tap into that river of life and love that's coming from Aquarius. As we say the great invocation, keep your focus in your mind on that great river that's coming into your life. Okay, let's say it together. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. Now visualize that river of light coming onto the planet and into our life. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. Think about that river of love that comes from the highest through Christ to humanity. From the center, where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. Look at that beautiful river that's coming all the way through the masters, now to humanity. From the center, which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Think about that river of light and love and willpower that is coming to humanity and sealing the door of evil. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Let us say 3 ohms, either quietly in your mind or out loud. Meditate on the first seed thought. How can I make my life a river of light that brings light and cleanses and meets the needs of the world? The first is light. Consider what light means and how you can make your life a river of light. Second seed thought. How can I make my life more abundant, a river of life, so that it brings purification and also meets the needs of people, grasses, bushes, trees, flowers, and brings nourishment to life? How can I make my life more abundant? And what are you going to do with that abundance? Now visualize life energy, love energy, and light energy coming into your consciousness. Take a minute to do that. Life, love, and light, and pouring throughout your body, energizing you physically, cleaning you emotionally. Let it go. And clearing your mind and balancing you mentally. Visualize it pouring through your bodies and purifying you completely. Now let us do another part to this, and together visualize these three energies pouring onto this planet. Energy of life, energy of love, and energy of light, pouring from the highest centers in the higher worlds and bathing all human beings in light, in compassion and love, and abundant life, so that no one is left uncared for. Say one Om as you hold the planet in that triple energy. Repeat after me. May the river of life, may the light and consciousness of God make my life useful to my friends, to my family, to my group, to my nation, to humanity. Say one Om. Feel great joy. Breathe in joy. Breathe out joy. See yourself as a bright, beautiful river of life. Repeat after me. Lead us, O Lord, from darkness to light, from the unreal to the real, from death to immortality, from chaos to beauty. If you can, do this meditation every day during the full moon period, whether it's 1 day, 3 days, 5 days, or 7 days. Do it. Share this meditation with as many people as you can. Let's spread this meditation all over the world. Does the world need it at this time? I think so. It's so beautiful. If together we can share this to thousands and thousands of people, imagine what that energy can do. That energy from Aquarius coming and nourishing us all with that river of life and making us beautiful, crisp, clean, pure rivers of life, not stagnant waters that harm and kill. So let us all be rivers of life together. Thank you for joining me. I wish you and your family a happy and healthy and joyful new year. And for those who are born in Aquarius or have Aquarius in you, in any shape or form or not, it doesn't matter. Happy Aquarius to you. Thank you for joining me, and get your Wisdom of the Zodiac books. You will need them throughout the year, every month, as we bring the Wisdom of the Zodiac to you. Thank you, and have a great day. See you later.